Hey guys, Santa here, and I brought another deck profile. This one's my absolute favorite deck in the game. I know that I've said I love a lot of decks. This one's my absolute favorite. Anything else I've said is my favorite deck, I was lying to you, or I was wrong. Probably I was lying. But today we answer the question that nobody at all asked. Is Gholdengo EX still good in the new format? Spoilers. Yes. So, before we get into this, if you like the TCG, drop a like, drop a sub. If you love Gholdengo, drop a like, drop a sub. If you hate Gholdengo, share the video with your friends. I don't know, man, that's stupid. Rolling straight into the deck profile. Once again, this is my absolute favorite deck in all of Pokemon. Honestly, having Gholdengo is probably why I chose to also build Raging Bolt for the new format, because they play very, very similarly. Now, Gholdengo has an ability, coin bonus. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. If he's in the active position, you get to draw another card. My camera's being a little laggy, sorry. Anyway, his attack, Make It Rain, is also really, really stupid. For 1 metal energy, you get to discard any number of basic energy from your hand. This deck does 50 damage for each one you discarded. So, the objective of this deck is to get a bunch of energy into your hand, get it out of your hand, get it back into your hand, get it out, get it in, get it out, and extend a handshake to your opponent. Super, super fun. Very, very aggressive. Since we are playing 4 Gholdengo, and I sincerely don't suggest you play anything other than 4, we are running 4 copies of Gimmighoul to go with it. This is the optimal Gimmighoul, in my opinion, with Minor Errand running. For 1 colorless, you can search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Super, super good. If you ever prize your Energy Search Pro, you're going to be relying on your Gimmighoul attack and Earthen Vessel a whole lot. Now, unfortunately, we lost one of the best cards in the entire deck, one of the best cards in most decks, in Radiant Greninja. So, we are playing a 2-2 line of Dunsparce and Dunsparce. Playing this guy, he does have 60 HP, but he has a free retreat cost, so that's good. And Dunsparce, this is what makes the whole little Dunsparce engine worth running, because it has Runaway Draw as an ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you drew any cards this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into the deck. I've seen a couple lists running a 3-3 lineup. I have found 2-2 to be sufficient. We are also running 1 copy of Dunsparce EX. It's Destructive Drill for 150. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so if you are going up against walls, this thing is absolutely crazy. Its first attack, Tenacious Tail, is also really good. It does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon EX in play. So, if you're going up against Raging Bolt, to an extent Dragapult, or the new Mamoswine EX deck that's been running around recently, super, super good. 1 colorless energy is a very small cost, considering you can start to do some really, really serious damage on things. Moving on to the 1-ofs. We play a decent number of 1-ofs, but they're all really, really important. Play 1 copy of Fez. The way this deck plays, a lot of the time, your opponent will take out a Gimmighoul. On their first turn, you will take out one of their EXs on the second turn. Then they take out one of your Gholdengos, you take out one of their EXs, they take out a Gholdengo, you take out one of their EXs, and then you extend a handshake. So, that is to say, your Gimmighoul is going to die. It's a sad reality, it's just a harsh world we live in, so Pheasantipity is really, really good to flip the script and be able to get you 3 more cards. Mew EX. We are still running Mew in this deck. I still think it's really, really good. The combination of Mew and Fez in the late game, if you get Iono'd, kind of makes it not really matter. So if you get Iono'd down to 1, you can use Mew EX, draw 2 cards. Well, if you get Iono'd down to 1, then you would start your turn, draw a card. Anyway, Mew lets you draw a card. Then Pheasantipity can flip the script and draw you some more. Super, super good. We're still running a copy of Badoo. This is absolutely insane in the early game. Being able to stop your opponent from playing items for literally just 1 turn is honestly oftentimes enough to be able to stop them far enough to where you can get your Gholdengos running. So, still running a copy of Iron Bundle. Still having problems with my throat. Not really good at yapping. I need to drink some honey and tea. Tea and honey, I suppose. Anyway, still running a copy of Iron Bundle. I still think it's really, really strong in this deck. being able to hyper blow or something out of the active position so you can take an easier knockout or just avoid a wall if you don't have your Dunsparce EX set up. Very, very strong. We're still running a copy of Monkey Dory. Dragapult is still the best deck in the format. Get used to it. That's just the way it is. There's an argument to be made to include a Lily's Clefairy in this deck, which I don't really know what you would want to cut, but we definitely play a Psychic Energy, so could be worth looking into. Rolling into the items. There's a fat stack of items, but got news for you. Every single one of them is good. Got to run a very, very tough consistency engine, 4 Buddy Poffins, running 4 Nest Balls. This doesn't just get you into your Gimme Ghouls. The Buddy Poffin gets you into Gimme Ghouls and Badoo, which is very, very strong. But the Nest Ball can get you into a Fez, it can get you into a Monkey Dory, get you into an Iron Bundle, get you into a Mew. Worth noting, your Buddy Poffin can also get you Dunsparce straight out of the deck, so you can evolve into your Dunsparces, which is very, very strong. Again, just very consistent kind of cards. Dunsparce being your draw engine is very, very important. Still running 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Now running the Dunsparce, we have even more reason to run Ultra Ball, being that once we have a Buddy Poffin or a Nest Ball into a Dunsparce, Ultra Ball on the next turn to get you a Dunsparce to be able to draw 3 cards. Very, very strong. That is all for, I guess, the Pokemon consistency cards. Superior Energy Retrieval, running 4 copies, is still definitely a consistency card in this deck. You do have to discard 2 other cards from your hand, but you put up to 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. There are often times where you have 2 superiors in hand, and you have 2 energy in hand, 6 energy in discard. So you'll use your first superior, discard the 2 energy from your hand, pick up 4 from the discard, then you can use your second superior energy retrieval to pick up all 8 in 1 turn. Very, very strong. So there's not really anything in the game that's going to survive discarding 8 energies on them. So super, super good. We're still running 2 copies of energy retrieval. I still think it's really good. This does the same thing as superior energy retrieval, except you don't have to discard, and instead of picking up 4, you pick up 2. Very, very strong. A lot of the times all you need is 1 to 2 more energy cards to be able to knock out one of your opponent's big Pokemon, so I still think energy retrieval is super, super strong in this deck. I'm also still running 2 copies of Switch. I think that this card is absolutely insane in this deck. If nothing else, this can get something out of the active position, move forward a Gholdengo to be able to take KOs on your opponent, but this also has the additional benefit of if you have 2 Gholdengos on the board, 1 in the active and 1 on the bench, you can use your 1 in the active to draw your 2, drop a Switch card, move your 1 from the bench into the active, and instead of drawing 1, you still get to draw 2. Because Gholdengo's ability, you get to draw a card, but if it's in the active, you draw an additional. So a lot of times Switch ends up becoming draw 1 card, which is absolutely insane. So still running 2 copies of Switch. Still running a Super Rod. This could be dropped out for a Night Stretcher, but honestly, I've been having a whole lot of fun with the Super Rod. And having these next 2 cards, it does help to have cards in your deck. Earthen Vessel grabs them straight from the deck, and honestly, nothing hurts more late game than having an Earthen Vessel and having nothing in your deck to search. So having the Super Rod and being able to Earthen Vessel it straight back is really, really good. Same to be said about Energy Search Pro. I think this thing is absolutely silly billy. If you don't know what this does, look it up. Nah, just kidding. Search your deck for any number of basic energy cards of different types, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Very, very strong. Just kind of gets you to your damage, dude. Who doesn't like getting to their damage, dude? So, that is our item count. Rolling into the supporters, we play a pretty thin lineup, actually. We play 1 copy of Lana's Aid. If you get Badooed late in the game, this can be a really, really good way to get 3 of your energies back. This can also get basic Pokemon, or Pokemon without rule boxes, rather, which is pretty good, but being able to get them straight back to your hand is really, really strong. Lana's Aid is another reason why the Super Rod has been played instead of the Night Stretcher, because Lana's Aid basically does it for you. Running 2 Code Breaking. You could definitely bump this up to 3. I have found 3 to be a little bit clunky, because I never want to see 2 Code Breakings in my hand, but Search your deck for 2 cards, shuffle your deck, put those cards on the top in any order. We have a whole lot of ways to draw cards in this deck, so being able to stack your deck for the exact 2 that you need is super, super good. Rounding out the supporters, we play 2 copies of Boss's Orders. What can you say about Boss's Orders? You switch one of your opponent's bench with their active. A lot of times it comes up that you have enough damage to KO something on the bench, but maybe not to KO something in the active position. You Boss's Orders up a Fez. You have to discard 5 energy. Say you're going against Dragapult. Discarding 5 energy is a whole lot easier than discarding 7. So, very, very strong. Love Boss's Orders. Running 2 copies of the new stadium, Levincia. Once during each player's turn, that player may put up to 2 basic lightning energy cards from their discard pile into their hand. So, this is another 2 copies of energy retrieval, in a way. Being able to bring back 2 energy cards straight to your hand is super, super, super good in this deck. That's basically the entire idea of the deck, is to recycle your energy from discard, so definitely love it. Playing a bunch of energy cards, so playing 3 metal. I haven't really found the need for more. I think if you need the 4th one, you're probably in a pretty bad position, so I haven't really found a whole lot of need for a 4th one. Also, I don't know if you guys are carers, but this guy has some swirlies on it, which looks really, really cool on like the bottom side. Anyway, I've got a buddy who's super interested in swirly cards. So, running 2 copies of Darkness Energy. You could potentially drop this down to 1, but I really like being able to keep Monkey Dora on board. So, if you prize one of these, it can be kind of tough. Also, a lot of times you will use your Earthen Vessel to search a metal energy and one of either your darkness or lightning energy, which we do play 2 of. Please excuse me, I only have 1 hyper rare. I'm working on getting a 2nd one, of course. But a lot of times with your Earthen Vessel, you will want to grab a combination of these. You'll grab a metal and one of these 2, so that you can keep your Energy Search Pro live for longer. And for the rest of the energies, I have acquired some more gold energy cards, so we play 1 of each. Unfortunately, these 2 I still need to get hypers of, but we're getting there, dude. Look at all those gold energies. Oh, it's coming together so well. It's looking so good. But that is my favorite deck of the format. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you think that the Arven build is better. Personally, I have been finding a whole lot of success with the Dunsparce build, so I haven't really ventured into the Arven team evolution build, but I do recognize its value because the main reason that we were playing Irida before was to be able to search out Radiant Greninja and Energy Search Pro, so I recognize that Arven can also search eSearch Pro, but I found that the ability to just draw a ridiculous amount of cards in your deck, you don't really need to search specifics when you're drawing like, what, 8 to 10 cards per turn? This deck absolutely turbos through itself. One of the biggest weaknesses of this deck is legitimately itself. If you choose to pick up this deck, be very, very mindful of how many cards are left in your deck, because you can deck yourself out super easily. But that is all I got for you guys for the Gholdengo deck profile. Once again, this is my favorite deck in the game. If you like the profile, drop a like, drop a sub. If you hated the deck profile and you think the Arven version is better, still drop a like and drop a sub. But drop a comment. Let me know how you feel. In the meantime, that's all I got for you guys. I've been Santa, and you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for being here. This is the Poke Workshop, and I will see you guys later for more Pokemon. Bye, guys.